Mic test, mic test. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is a new screen that I made. And the reason that I made this screen is because last week when I tried to record myself reacting to different movie trailers, I actually got a copyright notice from YouTube. And they never told me the reason why, but based on other people's reaction videos, I think I have determined that it's probably because I have the whole trailer as a full screen and my camera is like the smaller screen. And I think YouTube always has like an automatic copyright detector running. And I think that's what caught it. So, based on other people's YouTube channels, it seems like I have to have that flipped. And that's why I have this. So now I'm gonna have every movie trailer that I think might be copyright playing in this corner right here for me to react, and I'll have my face up here. So moving forward, I don't think that's gonna be an issue anymore, hopefully. But today, what I wanted to do, at least for the first hour of the stream, is to go over some concepts from the Marvel Cinematic Universe Multiverse Saga. And what inspired this was there's a lot of sentiment online that there was no build up to Doom, Doctor Doom, for Avengers Doomsday. We know primarily this movie is going to deal with different universes, variants, timelines, all those shenanigans. And so I wanted to go through the Marvel Cinematic Universe wiki to really read the plot line of every single property that came out. And this endeavor might take a couple streams, not just this one. But I wanted to read through the plot of each property to see if there are any terms that we can find the definitions for, how the mechanic works for it, and then try to piece it together to see really to answer the question, did Marvel really prep us for this movie? So, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's see. Nope. Right. So here we are on the Marvel Cinematic Universe wiki page. I'm already on phase 4. So the plan is to go through each show and movie and really see if they introduced us any concepts. And I'm specifically looking for the blue text right here. And to see if there's a dedicated page where we can put the definitions down on a notepad. Let me get rid of that. Let's see. Doomsday concepts. Doomsday, no. Let's say Avengers Doomsday. Or, prep concepts. Sure, let's do that. Bold. Can I increase the size of this thing? Title, Avengers Doomsday Prep Concepts. Okay. So I'm going to read through the plot of everything. Something that I noticed that was really weird is if you go to the show's page through the wiki and then you scroll down, you actually have to click one more time into season 1 to read the synopsis. I don't know why it's structured that way, but okay. WandaVision blends the style of classic sitcom with the MCU, in which Wanda Maximoff and Vision, two superpower beings living their ideal suburban life, begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems. Won't read the whole thing. Again, specifically looking for blue hyperlinks to any concepts that sound like it might be relevant for Doomsday. Unknown Man, Billy Tommy, Days Prior, Monica Rambeau, Sword, Blip, we know that, Jimmy Woo base, Coworker, Pietro, Vibranium Signature, Jarvis, Thanos, and Weapon, Ralph Boner. Retreats to the wilderness to study chaos magic via the Darkhold. Okay. Nothing, doesn't seem like anything from WandaVision is relevant, besides obviously the characters themselves. I could see the Darkhold coming back, but I felt like that was already dealt with in Multiverse of Madness. Let me reread this one more time to double check. Did they really not introduce any concepts in this? Newlyweds Wanda Maximoff Vision move their new suburban home, Westview, New Jersey. Couple possesses superpowers. They make various attempts to conceal their powers from the rest of town so that they can act as regular people. Vision quickly adapts to his new workplace, while neighbor Agnes arrives to greet Maximoff. That evening, Vision unexpectedly invites his boss, Arthur Hart, and his wife for dinner. Okay. Next day, Maximoff and Vision prepare for a talent show routine at a country club. Strange phenomena. Yep. Couple's performance at the show becomes complicated when Vision swallows a piece of gum, grinds his gears, and causes him to fall into a drunken state. Intoxicated synthezoid inadvertently activates his powers, but Maximoff quickly summons props to make it look like practical effects. Eventually, right soon after, Maximoff discovers that she is pregnant, but the fetal development proceeds at a much quicker rate than anticipated. Her frequent shrieks of pain. Maximoff eventually delivers twin boys. Days prior, Monica Rambeau returns to work as Sword after being restored to life in the blip. Signed to accompany FBI agent Sword base at the site with Wu. Within the show, the FBI was able to identify Westview's missing persons as WandaVision's cast, including Rambeau as Geraldine. Sword began to make various attempts to reach Maximoff in the town, such as sending an agent through the sewers and interfering with radio wavelengths. After Billy and Tommy had been birthed, Wanda angrily blasts Rambeau out of Westview after she mentions Pietro Maximoff's death to Ultron. With Rambeau's first-person intel, Hayward identifies Maximoff as a sole assailant. Coworker's true personality Vision is horrified to learn from him that Maximoff had been kidnapped, keeping him in a state of mental enslavement, and thus confronts his wife on the matter with Fury, who denies any wrongdoing. As their argument escalates, Wanda is forced to answer the door, who she meets and embraces a seemingly alive Pietro. Shit. I don't know what's up with my chat. It's not loading for some reason. So sorry if I missed any messages. Let me see. Docs chat. Why are you not loading, sir? Okay, never mind. It's back up, but I probably missed something. As the Halloween spirit kicks into full gear in the town, the Maximoff twins. Can you guys even see this? Yeah, let me zoom in. Vibranium signature. Instead of a community, Watch Vision has been traveling. I don't know, man. I don't think WandaVision introduced any concepts. Expansion causes her to lose control of her reality with multiple objects phasing in and out of times. Wanting time for herself, she sends Billy and Tommy off with Agnes. A restored Vision meets with Lewis. Outside of time, Rambeau successfully re-enters Westview while obtaining superpowers due to repeated exposure to the barrier's radiation. She visits Wanda at her home and tries to warn her about Hayward. Wanda's brought by Agnes. The okay, maybe this one. What's the Westfield anomaly again? Was spawned off a fit of anguish from the grieving Avenger, thus placing the residents under her will and creating another Vision out of thin air. Harkness eventually concludes that Maximoff was a mythical Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch is a being of unfathomable... I should have opened that in a different link. The Scarlet Witch is a being of unfathomable magic. She can rewrite reality as she chooses and is prophesied to either rule or annihilate the cosmos. She took over a town using her mind. Oh, the Hex. Okay, I remember this. Was a phenomenon that occurred when a grieving Wanda unleashed a surge of chaos magic that dispersed a massive energy field surrounding the town. This energy field isolated the town's inhabitants and left it forgotten by anyone related to it outside of its reach. With all the townsfolk under Maximoff's thrall, she inherently manipulated them into performing a broadcasted sitcom dubbed WandaVision. Agatha Harkness began manipulating events from inside the Hex. Okay. Chaos magic. I think we're getting somewhere. Chaos magic is an extremely powerful and rare form of magic, as its wielder, Wanda, was deemed to be a mythical being known as the Scarlet Witch by Agatha Harkness. This form of magic appears to shift in color dependent on the user, as Wanda's chaos magic is red mixed with white and black hues, but her spiritual son Billy's is blue. Maximoff, born with latent magical abilities, had her powers drastically augmented by the Mind Stone. Chaos magic seems to generate large quantities of CMBR, relic radiation that dates back to the Big Bang. Okay. I don't know if that will be relevant, but I'm just gonna put it on the list anyway. Because with this chaos magic, Wanda was able to create her own pocket reality. And then in doing so, she even gave birth to I guess everything was did Vision come out of that? The Vision that was in the Hex got uploaded to the dead Vision outside. So there's some semblance of actuality that can become out of this. I don't know. I have a feeling that Wanda will come back somehow. But we'll just leave that on there for now. Okay. Chaos magic, Westfield anomaly. There, Harkness trips Maximoff by releasing every Westview resident from her control. Rambeau but removes the necklace Harkness used to control him, revealing his true identity as Ralph Boner. Maximoff agrees to destroy the anomaly, but halts the process once she realizes that she'll lose Vision, Billy, and Tommy with it. Why is this? Okay. Hayward was able to infiltrate Westview safely, attempts to kill the twins, but are stopped by them, Rambeau, and Lewis. Wanda's Vision makes peace with the original Vision and restores the latter's memory, causing him to flee. Harkness attempts to steal Wanda's chaos magic, but loses her own magic in the brawl as Wanda fully morphs into the Scarlet Witch. The defeated Harkness is then imprisoned within her Agnes persona. Wait, didn't they introduce something in this concept? Wasn't Wanda like a Nexus being or something? Like, why do I remember seeing that as like an Easter egg? With the Westview anomaly receding, the town slowly reverted to normal. Bids Billy and Tommy goodbye, sharing one last kiss with Vision before they disappear forever. Returning to this town center to the scowls of her former thralls, she apologizes to Rambeau, makes peace with her before ultimately fleeing Westview. In the aftermath, the police arrives and arrest Hayward. While Wu takes over the investigation, Rambeau is summoned to outer space by an old friend of her mother's, and Maximoff retreats to the wilderness to study chaos magic via the Darkhold. Okay. That's WandaVision. Let's go to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I doubt there's any concepts in here that are related to multiverse shenanigans, but it's possible. 6 months after being restored to life in the blip and being handed Captain America's shield by Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson is working with the U.S. Air Force overseas to rescue a hostage from LAF, a terrorist group led by George Batroc. Later, Wilson's partner, Joaquin Torres, briefs him about the anarchist group, the Flag Smashers. Torres investigates Flag Smasher activity in Switzerland, only to be attacked by one of them during a bank robbery. Wilson, struggling with the mantle of Captain America, decides to surrender the S.H.I.E.L.D., explains to James Rhodes that he feels like the S.H.I.E.L.D. still belongs to Rogers. But while he was helping his sister Sarah with the family business, the U.S. government subsequently appoints a new Captain America, John Walker. Bucky, who had been pardoned by the U.S. government, is outraged by the appointment and confronts Wilson on the matter, who defends his decision. Barnes tags alongside Wilson in Munich, where they encounter Flag Smashers shipping vaccines. While attempting to combat the group, they discover that the anarchists are all enhanced by a super soldier serum and are overpowered. Walker and his partner Battlestar arrive to help, but are also defeated. Despite being on the same side of the conflict, Wilson and Barnes refuse to work with Walker and Hoskins. Wilson and Barnes travel to Baltimore and meet Isaiah Bradley, a super soldier of the Korean War who was imprisoned and used as a blood experiment by Hydra for 30 years before being released. However, Bradley kicks him out due to Barnes' presence. Barnes is subsequently arrested for missing a mandated therapy session, but is freed by Walker after refusing another request. I'm going to skip this. Blah, 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 blah. Seeking his knowledge. The three travel to Madripoor in search of the mastermind behind the resurgence of the serum, meeting with top criminal Selby. Selby? I don't even remember who that is. Selby was the owner of the Brass Monkey Saloon nightclub and a high-ranking criminal. I don't remember that at all. Who reveals that Wilfred Nagel had been hired by the power broker to reproduce the fluid. Selby is killed when Wilson's disguise as a Madripoorian local is breached, which leads to bounties being placed on the trio's heads. They reunite with Sharon Carter, who was the power broker, who had settled in Madripoor after going on the run for stealing Cap's shield. She leads them to Nigel in his lab, who reveals that the leader of the Flag Smashers, Carly, had stolen 20 vials of the serum. Zemo suddenly kills Nigel and later fetches a getaway transport. Carter stays behind in Madripoor as Wilson promises to get her pardoned. As the Flag Smashers raid and destroy a global repatriation council supply depot, Zemo leads the three to Latvia. That's not Latveria, right? Latvia. You think two Avengers can walk around Latvia without drawing attention? The Republic of Latvia is a sovereign state in the Baltic region. It was part of the Soviet Union as a puppet state. Is there like a trivia behind the scenes? That sounds very similar to Latveria, but I guess it's not relevant. Huh. Okay. While in Latvia, Barnes encounters Ao of the Dora Milaje. Enraged at him for releasing Zemo, she gives Barnes 8 hours to use Zemo before the Dora move in to arrest him. Zemo leads the trio, where they encounter Walker and Hoskins. Wilson visits Morgenthau alone, who reveals that she fights the GRC to prevent their planned relocation of Blip refugees from occurring. Wilson tries to convince Morgenthau to end her campaign, but an impatient Walker moves to arrest her, sparking a brawl. Zemo arrests Morgenthau as she flees and begins to destroy the remaining vials of the serum. Before he can smash the last one, he is stopped by Walker, who takes the vial for himself. The Dora Milaje move to arrest... Oh, wait, do I remember this? Yeah, I think Walker was a normal person, and then he felt like he couldn't do anything, like he was inadequate, because he got his ass handed to him by the Dora Milaje, pretty much, right? And then he took the serum. Okay. So far, not a lot of terms, but it does set up the two opposing Avengers teams, right? Walker and Bucky. We kind of learn a little bit of their history before they become part of the new Avengers. And then we have Sam, who takes on Steve Rogers' mantle of Captain America and forms his Avengers. Okay. Felt like this would have been a better movie, to be honest. But anyways, that's besides the point. While thus Wilson and Barnes confront Walker and violently take the shield away, while the U.S. government relieves him of his rank and the Captain America mantle. Walker is then visited by a mysterious woman named Val, while Barnes tracks Zemo down to Sokovia and turns him over to the Dora, who take him to the raft. Wilson leaves his wingsuit to Torres. Was he taken out of the raft? Was he sneaked out? I forgot. Wilson leaves his wingsuit to Torres, which had been... Oh, yes, and the movie sets up the new Falcon with Joaquin, which had been damaged in the battle with Walker, and revisits Bradley in Baltimore. After retelling his tragic past to Wilson, Bradley affirms to him that no self-respecting black man would ever want to become Captain America. Returning home to Louisiana, Wilson helps Sarah to fix the family boat, while Barnes arrives with a case from the Wakandans. Wilson and Barnes then train with the Shield, all the while agreeing to settle their past grudges and work together as a team. I wish we saw more of that. Wilson and Barnes working together as a team. I feel like it's kind of like whiplash to see, them work together in the show, and then for Sam's Cap movie, for them to not be together at all, and then all of a sudden for Thunderbolts, for them to be pitted on different teams. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be on the same side for Doomsday, but I don't know. I just wish I saw more of this dynamic. I feel like it was a pretty good relationship, and I feel like that, seeing them bond and then seeing them break apart because of the Avengers situation would have been pretty cool. Meanwhile, the Power Broker had secretly employed Batroc, assigning him to join the Flag Smashers as they plan an assault on the GRC in New York City. Wilson opens the case and finds a new wingsuit with the Captain America motif, finally adopting the Cap mantle as he arrives to confront the anarchists. On the ground, Carter joins Barnes in an effort to escort the GRC members to safety. Walker arrives with a crude homemade shield, hoping to kill Morgenthau once and for all. However, he abandons his vengeance to save GRC members from peril. Carter confronts Morgenthau and offers her a new position at her side. Batroc arrives and deduces Carter as the Power Broker, Morgenthau realizing Batroc was hired as a spy. Carter swiftly kills Batroc when he attempts to blackmail her identity for increased pay. Wilson refuses to fight Morgenthau and attempts to reason with her, but Carter kills her as well when she attempts to kill Wilson. Moved by Morgenthau's cause, Wilson convinces the GRC to shelve their relocation efforts and instead directly help those who are displaced by the blip. The remaining members of the Flag Smashers are apprehended and were set to be transported to the raft, but they are killed by a bomb set by Zemo's butler, Osnick, en route. DeFontaine recruits Walker as a U.S. agent, while Barnes fully makes amends with the people he has affected as a Winter Soldier. Moved by the Morgenthau's cause, Wilson convinces the GRC to shelve their relocation efforts and instead directly help those who are displaced by the blip. The remaining members of the Flag Smashers are apprehended. Okay. and set to be transported to the raft. Hello. Hello, Justin Bieber's girlfriend. Hello, Haley Bieber. I know, my hair is like always down. Are you watching on both platforms, by the way? How's your night going, babe? Just some context of what I'm doing on stream right now. What motivated and inspired this whole concept is when the Doomsday trailer came out, I saw a lot of tweets about how Marvel didn't really set up Doctor Doom as a villain. And first of all, I feel like that's kind of funny because there were villains in the past that were never set up too, and they were like introduced in that movie. Um, so I decided to take it one step further and see, did Marvel prepare us for all this like multiverse stuff that's happening? Like, did they introduce terms and like establish how things work mechanics wise, so that when we get into Doomsday in December, we'll be prepared and recognize the concepts again when they get brought up. You're ready for bed, but you're gonna read a bit. Okay, gotcha. You're just on YouTube right now. Okay. The reason I asked is because I see there's one, so I think someone's lurking, but just curious. Uh, this might not be the most efficient way to do it because I'm like literally reading the plot per show per movie. But it is bringing back a lot just by doing that. But I don't know if it's entertaining for whoever's watching. Hopefully it is. I'm trying to add little commentaries here and there, so I'm not just like blindly reading off the page or the screen. Carter is officially pardoned by the US government. However, this allows her to secure direct access to government resources for her buyers in Madripoor. Okay, going back to WandaVision season 1. I mean, this is a whole separate video that I could make, but I wanted to get into like post-credit scenes as well. But it says Rambeau is summoned to outer space by an old friend of her mother's, and I believe the old friend is Samuel Jackson. Yeah, Nick Fury. So that end credit scene was paid off, right? We see her in the next in the Marvels movie in 2023. But we'll get into that later. But yes, this end credit was answered, so I don't need to add it to my list of unanswered post-credit scenes. See, let's finish this up. Yeah, we still don't know this one though, and I doubt Doomsday would be the place to answer it. But who was she securing government resources for? Like Sharon Carter does not have a finished storyline. You just watched the Doomsday reaction. Thank you for watching that. Appreciate it. I agree. Using RDJ is pretty much their way of name dropping and setting high expectations. I can see them losing a lot of fans if this film doesn't meet expectations. Yeah, I completely agree too. I feel like, I mean, it's basically what I said in the video. Like they're banking so much on RDJ's name to like carry this movie. Like, imagine if we just found out that it was RDJ in the movies. Like, I feel like that would have been so much cooler. It would have generated so much more buzz, and it would have brought more people to the table. Into the movie theaters. So, uh, in a different reality, that might have been the case. Anyways, it looks like Falcon and the Winter Soldier don't do much. Doesn't do much in terms of adding multiverse concepts. So we're gonna move on to the one that's pretty heavy in that stuff. Loki season 1. So I see there's a balance here when they initially started. Should we just read season 2 in here as well? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with your sentiment too. I feel like Doomsday is like their last hope. I know they have to do Secret Wars, the second Avengers movie. That's a follow up to Doomsday. But I feel like if this doesn't do well, I don't see a lot of people coming in for Secret Wars. I mean, I'm sure it's still a lot, but I don't think it will be as much as the number of people that will come for this. Because it's like at that point, it's like, oh, like, I didn't even like that one. Like, how can they wrap up this one in a way that would be satisfying? Ugh, this hair is so annoying. Okay. Okay. Immediately after seizing the Tesseract as a result of the actions of time displaced Avengers, Loki teleports to Mongolia, where he is arrested by the TVA due to his actions that caused a Nexus event. Dude, okay. There's a lot of terms in here. Uh, you know what I should do? I should separate it by maybe relevant. Oh, I can't underline a notepad? Interesting. Maybe relevant. Let's just italicize. And then I'm not 100% sure, but pretty relevant, I would say. Pretty relevant. Okay, let's do Loki season 1. They introduced the TVA. That's huge. And then they also introduce Nexus events. I hope they bring Wanda back. I kept seeing people say that the person in the green cape with the mask at the end of F4 is Wanda, kind of unrelated to what you're talking about. No, you don't have to apologize. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw people comparing the mask, right, to like or like somebody posted a picture. I don't know if it was officially Marvel Studios or not, but they posted a picture of like these witches that work for Doctor Doom, and they compared the mask to the mask that we see at the end of Fantastic Four, and it looks pretty similar. So it's, I think it could be Wanda, like it could be like a my brainwashed Wanda somehow. I don't know. I don't really know the full extent of what Doctor Doom's powers are, to be honest, but I could see him having some type of tool or learning magic, because I feel like he's like a mix of both, right? Like he knows a lot of magic, but he knows a lot of tech too. So I think that's what makes him so scary. Immediately, sorry, I already read this. Cause a Nexus event. I'm surprised this isn't a hyperlink. And and therefore created a branch timeline. That's a big term. Branched timelines. Loki is then taken into the TVA's headquarters following an extensive screening process and seeing someone get pruned for not following directions. Pruning. Goddamn, Loki was heavy on this stuff. Um, Judge Ravonna Renslayer sentences the God of Mischief to also be pruned, though Agent Mobius intervenes and instead takes him into a time theater for interrogation. Um, as Loki contemplates his ability to possess free will in a predetermined timeline, Mobius shows him his intended future in the sacred timeline. Huge term, sacred timeline. I think I should separate this out too. So maybe Loki season 1. Because I want to be able to define all of these later and then see how it all connects. Um which includes his role in the death of his adoptive mother, leaving Loki in disbelief. When Mobius momentarily leaves the room for a briefing with Hunter B-15, Loki manages to escape and retrieves the confiscated Tesseract. However, he discovers that it, like the other Infinity Stones, are powerless in the TVA. B-15 rushes to prune Loki, but he returns to the Time Theater and uncovers more of his future, from his strengthened bond with Thor to his death at Thanos' hands, leaving Loki in utter shock. Mobius later recruits Loki to respond to a renegade Loki variant. Oh, another big term. Variants. Okay, okay. This list is getting bigger. Seeking to use Loki to understand and help capture the variant, who had been attacking the TVA's Minutemen in various time periods. Loki, Mobius, and B-15 travel to a 1985 Wisconsin branch in search of the variant, who had kidnapped Hunter C-20. They are, however, forced to reset the timeline once Loki stalls for too long. Seeking to use their Loki to understand and help capture the variant, Mobius assists Loki in testing a theory for finding it hiding within apocalyptic events. They travel to 79 AD Pompeii and warns the locals of the impending destruction of the city. No branches are formed, so the pair return to the TVA to investigate details of other apocalypses to discern where the variant is most likely to hide. A hurricane in 2050 Alabama is selected, so Loki, Mobius, and B-15 accompany Minutemen unit there. The variant, aware of their arrival, enchants B-15 and various civilians, who reveals she had given up the classified location to the creator of the TVA, the Timekeepers. As the variant reveals herself as a female Loki, Mobius finds C-20, who reveals she had given up the classified location to the creator of the TVA. Okay, we already know that's not the Timekeepers. We know that's Kang. The variant uses a stash of reset charges to bomb the sacred timeline and create multiple branches. Forcing the TVA into action. As she leaves Alabama for the TVA headquarters through a time door, Loki gives chase and leaves Mobius behind. He attempts to recruit the variant to help him take down the Timekeepers, but his efforts fall flat. When Renslayer arrives, Loki uses a TemPad to transport himself and the variant to 2077 Lamentus 1, a moon doomed to collide with a planet in a few hours. With the device low on power and stuck within Loki, the variant, revealing her alias as Sylvie, Laufey daughter, is forced to team up with him to survive. Their quest to scour for sufficient power sources comes up fruitless, but they learn from a Lamentian homesteader about the Ark, a spacecraft the two hypothesize to be able to recharge the TemPad. Don't know if it's relevant. It could be. TemPad, time doors. Could be. We don't know yet. I could see it. I could see people using it from the TVA, but I don't know if it's like a technology that Doom might have that he might be able to figure out. Along the way, Laufey daughter reveals to Loki that while enchanting C-20 for info on the Timekeeper, she discovered repressed memories of a life C-20 previously had on Earth. Loki learns those who work for the TVA are variants themselves, having been abducted from the sacred timeline. Arriving at the launch base, Loki and Laufey daughter dash to the Ark, but are only able to witness the destruction. Preparing for their demise, the two continue to bond, eventually beginning to hold hands. This, however, creates a unique branch in the sacred timeline, and the TVA arrest the duo in the nick of time. I was hoping that this wiki would like more so explain why, or like at least have a page dedicated to certain terms like Nexus event, branching timelines. Because I just realized this list that I made doesn't include all the hyperlinks. So I would not be able to find the exact definitions and further information to provide the full context. All right, like Nexus event doesn't have one, surprisingly. Branch timelines doesn't have one. Sacred timeline, there's one. Did I not put that in here? Branch timeline, sacred timeline. Pruning, variants. There's Loki variant, but there's, what about variants? MPAD time door. Dang, they have pages for that? Forced to travel on foot, Loki and Laufey daughter plan to hijack the Ark. Did I just read that? Having been abducted from, yep, okay. Arriving at the launch base, Loki and Luffy daughter dash. Wait, what the heck? Preparing for their demises, the two continue to bond. Yes, and then they create a unique branch. Before being thrown into a time cell, Loki informs Mobius of his own variant nature. A confused Mobius then relays this information to B15, who begins to recognize memories of her own previous life due to Luffy daughter's enchantment on her. In the time cell, Loki is verbally and physically abused by Sif, continuously in a time loop, eventually forcing him to confess to his narcissism. While celebrating Luffy daughter's capture with Renslayer, Mobius swaps his tempad out with hers and excuses himself to the library, where he finds a recording of C20 that affirms to him of his variant origins. After retrieving Loki from his temporal incarceration, Mobius is pruned by Renslayer, who had learned of the tempad swap. She then takes Loki and Luffy daughter to the Timekeeper's chamber, where the reformed B-15 assists the two to fight. After knocking out Renslayer, Luffy daughter then uses her weapon to travel that the Timekeepers were actually phony animatronics. As Luffy daughter prepares their next move, Loki prepares to confess his feelings to her, but is pruned by a recovered Renslayer. Luffy daughter disarms Renslayer and attempts to interrogate her on the origins of the TVA, but finds she is also clueless. Instead, Renslayer informs her that Loki is alive in a void at the end of time. That is a big term. The void. Where Luffy daughter realizes that no branching timelines can be made due to the uncertainty surrounding time's end. Wait, what? Instead, Renslayer informs her that Loki is alive in a void at that time. Sylvie realizes that no branching timelines can be made due to the uncertainty surrounding time's end. When Renslayer uses Miss Minutes to summon a Minutemen unit to her aid, Sylvie prunes herself and is retrieved by Mobius in the void. Meanwhile, Loki meets the classic, Kid, Boastful, and Alligator variants of himself as they all run from the storm-like entity named Eliath. Eliath might come back. Okay. Let's see. Their attempt to take refuge in a bunker fail as boastful Loki betrays them to try to ally with President Loki. In the brawl that follows, classic Loki leads the remaining Loki allies to escape, where they rendezvous with Sylvie and Mobius. Theorizing Eliath to be only a gatekeeper to the true creator of the TVA, Sylvie devises a plan to enchant and neutralize the beast. Loki chooses to remain with Sylvie. Mobius returns to the TVA to inform everyone there of their variant nature, and Kid Loki hands Loki his weapon. Classic Loki, Kid Loki, Alligator Loki begin to walk away, but Classic Loki returns to assist, sacrificing himself in the process. With Eliath neutralized, the two cross a portal unveiled from the storm to infiltrate the Citadel at the end of time. Encountering Miss Minutes inside, she unsuccessfully tempts with a personalized offer from the true creator of the TVA, He Who Remains. Loki and Sylvie later meet He Who Remains, Kang, who informs them he had orchestrated their entry and has them sit down for a chat. Meanwhile, Miss Minutes is ordered for Renslayer to retrieve files regarding the TVA's founding, but she instead receives files about He Who Remains. Mobius arrives and informs Renslayer her variant nature is now known to all due to a coordinated effort between him and B-15. Following an argument regarding the free will of the variants, Mobius attempts to prune Renslayer when she opens a time door. Okay. You know what is the better, more efficient way to do this? Since I can't look up the terms for the non-blue hyperlinks anyway, I think I should just read like the sentence that contains the blue hyperlink and then obviously come up with definitions for those. Okay. There's something called the multiversal war. And we can backtrack too. Eliath, Void is in it. Eliath has a term. Time Door has one. Tempad has one. Was there variants? Variants. Variants is not a hyperlink. Interesting. Variant. Oh, it is, but it's not hyperlinked in here. Oh, No, but it's the 16th episode of the second season of Legends. Variants. Oh, dang it. I was looking for a page dedicated to the term. Okay. Get rid of variants. Actually, I feel like that's a good term to keep though. Maybe reading the whole thing is better. Because maybe we can be able to identify this ourselves. Or we might not even have to use this wiki, but maybe we can use some other wiki to come up with a definition. Okay. I shall continue as is. He who remains reveals to Loki and Sylvie that he had founded the TVA in the aftermath of the multiversal war in order to prevent the rise of his malicious variants. He then gives the two a gambit: kill him and unleash his variants, or take over the TVA in his place. Okay. I guess we never really found out why he wanted to do that. Especially the second part. Like, let's say Loki did take over his place. What was the point? What would he have done? Where would he who remains would have done or gone to? As the sacred timeline begins to form multiple branches, Sylvie, having lost her family to the TVA, rushes to kill he who remains, but Loki, not wanting to risk the prospect of a multiversal crisis, comes to his defense. After a brief struggle, Loki and Sylvie's emotional bond reach an apex and they kiss, but Sylvie opens a time door using He Who Remains Tempad and sends Loki back to the TVA. He Who Remains, having grown weary, does not resist when Sylvie kills him with her sword, and the sacred timeline branches out into the greater multiverse. Loki then rushes to the library where he encounters Mobius and B-15, attempting to warn them about the variants of He Who Remains, although they don't recognize him. Loki then notices the statue of a man identical to He Who Remains standing in the center of the TVA. All right. So far, recap of what we have. We have Chaos Magic from WandaVision, who only the Scarlet Witch can use, and she's supposedly this mythical, magical being that uses red and black chaos magic. In Loki season 1, they introduced Time Variance Authority, Nexus Events, Branch Timelines, Sacred Timeline, Pruning Variants, Tempad Time Door, Void, Alioth, and the Multiversal War. In Black Widow, I don't think they really introduce anything, but I will still give it a try. I think maybe with the films and shows that I know might not be as relevant to the multiverse concept, maybe I can leave that out. Like maybe I can just look at the blue highlighted terms. I think I can get away with that. Yep. Dreykov, Red Room, Airport, Sokovia Accords, Ross, Norway, Rick Mason, Morocco, Oksana, Red Dust. Substance called Red Dust removes the Red Room's control over her. Okay. Taskmaster, Budapest, other Black Widow, Shield, Antonia. Okay. She rides off to free the detained Avengers from the raft because this was pre-Civil War. In a post-credit scene set after Black Widow's death, Belova encounters now her employer, and Belova receives her next assignment: take down Clint Barton. Okay, so this end credit was resolved in the Hawkeye show. Okay, no important multiverse concepts in Black Widow. Moving on to What If. Okay, that's like an anthology show. I don't know if it's gonna become relevant in terms of like things that they introduced in there, but I don't know. Maybe they might have a term or something that they did use. We'll see. We only had season 1 in phase 4, right? Yeah, season 1 was only in phase 4. Okay. Let's see. Did they introduce any terms in here? I feel like this will be pretty heavy on the terms. Isn't it? All creatures searching for a place to belong, to call home. As for me, I am the Watcher, the multiverse, every single world. Every story is my home, and I will protect it to the end. I guess it introduces the concept of Watchers. Watcher. Okay. Um, Synopsis: What if instead of Steve Rogers, Peggy Carter became the first super soldier? Brainstorming exercise at the heart of What If. First animated series. Anthology reimagines numerous major events in game changing ways. It also features Chadwick Boseman, who is able to reprise T'Challa via voice work before his death. The fall of He Who Remains at the hands of Sylvie has allowed the. Oh, wait, what? I guess I never. Oh, no. Wait, no. Did I make that connection? Maybe I did a long time ago. But yeah, that's a good reminder. Because of the events of Loki, the fall of Kang at the hands of Sylvie has allowed the sacred timeline to spur countless branches, effectively destabilizing the multiverse. From his observatory in the observational plane, Watcher begins to observe the numerous timelines spawned from their various Nexus events. However, the Watcher himself cannot interfere with events occurring within the realities, having sworn an oath shared among all other Watchers. There's 8 different realities. I don't see any terms, though, that might be relevant to Doomsday. Okay, I think we can move on after this. Okay, cool to know. Cool to know. Maybe that's something we can add as just like a text thing, right? Events of Loki season 1, branched timelines, destabilizing the multiverse. Okay, that's What If. We have Shang-Chi. There might not be too many terms, but I feel like the rings might be coming back. The mystical rings. So I'm going to put that under maybe relevant. Shang-Chi, 10 rings. Because we don't know that there's like that end credit that said that there was a pulse or something, or like some type of signal calling for the rings, but we never got that post credit scene answered. So in ancient times, a man named Wenwu discovered 10 mystical rings. These artifacts blessed him with immortality and unmatched power, allowing him to become a dominating conqueror, founding the Ten Rings organization. Still, Talo, an ancient village of Talo, he sought to enter the realm for its mythical creatures. In 1996, he ventures into a bamboo maze and comes across Ying Li. Two lock eyes. Pair had children. Green pendant. Iron Gang. Next 7 years. Present day. KD. San Francisco. Sue John. Razor Fist. Sister. Zhu Xiaoling. Macau. Death Dealer. Golden Daggers Club. Ten Rings headquarters. Trevor Slattery. Pet Morris. Dweller in Darkness. Is that once a prospering civilization, the emergence of the Dweller in Darkness and its army of soul eaters devastated Ta Lo to its near destruction. Fortunately, the Great Protector intervened, and the Dweller was sealed off in a cavern where it would begin to lure people to it by imitating the voice of their loved ones. Is that relevant? Dweller in Darkness was the leader of the Soul Eaters, creatures with the ability to absorb and feed on souls. Thousands of years ago, the Dweller and his army attempted to destroy Ta Lo. Millennia later, an ancient extra-dimensional entity. Hmm. I don't know if it's relevant to Doomsday, though. It seems like it's its own thing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to include that. I feel like it would be weird to see that come into play somehow. Although victorious, There's Wong merges discuss the origin of the father's rings, making Sue and John realize they were telling the truth. Carol Danvers and Bruce Banner are contacted for help, but they turn out to be clueless. Upon further examination, the mystical relics are shown to have a beacon transmitting a mysterious message. Oh, so the rings are transmitting a message. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was something related to Kang, but I wonder if they're going to repurpose it maybe for Doom. Okay. Then we have Eternals. I don't think there's any concepts here that would be relevant. Come from a planet called Olympia. Came here 7,000 years ago on the Domo, our starship, to protect humans from the deviants. Oh, interesting. Wait, there's a thing called concepts. I don't think I saw that in the other ones. Okay, let's just go that by hyperlinks for this one. 5000 BC, immortal individuals protect humanity from the deviants. They are the Eternals, who have been sent from their home planet of Olympia on the Domo by the Prime Celestial Erisham the Judge. Um, Celestials. Is that gonna come into play somehow? Maybe. It could be. Celestials. Cersei and Icarus, 1521. Deviants. While fighting them off, Athena's mad weary causes her to momentarily turn on her allies. What is this? Psychological affliction that can afflict members of the Eternals. It's a degenerative disease that looks like features of dementia and post-traumatic stress. Okay. The Prime Eternal Ajax offers the cure. Druid, Olympia. Present day, London, Sprite, Cersei, Dane Whitman, Deviant, Icarus, South Dakota, Eternals, Kingo, Karun Patel, Gilgamesh, Athena, Australia, Deviant, World Forge. Instead, he had engineered the Eternals in the World Forge. Hey, what's up, Alvin? How's your night going? Welcome to a stream segment where I am trying to prove wrong the different tweets that I've seen about how the Marvel Studios did not prepare us for Doom. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the wiki. I'm looking for terms that are relevant to the Multiverse Saga, and I'm trying to look for it through hyperlinks so that I could expand and look for the information to provide more context. And so far, I got down to Eternals. I didn't want to spend the whole stream on this. I have another 5 minutes or so, but I think I made some pretty good progress. I will probably continue this on a future stream. But so far, here are the terms that I do have. I put it maybe relevant, and I think pretty relevant. But at the top, under maybe relevant, I have chaos magic. It's a term that they said is only used by mystical beings, such as the Scarlet Witch. For the 10 Rings under Shang-Chi, I said it might be repurposed for Doom instead of Kang, because they were saying the rings were sending out a beacon to something. And I put maybe Celestials. I don't know. I feel like since they're like these big aliens overlooking like different planets and stuff, it's possible that all this incursion stuff could make them come out. I don't know. And then pretty relevant for Loki season 1, we have the TVA, we have Nexus events, we have branch timelines, the sacred timeline, we have pruning, variants themselves, Tempad, Time Door, Void, Eliath, Multiversal War. And then in What If, we have the Watchers. And then something that I forgot was that because of the events of Loki season 1, that's actually why there's so many branch timelines destabilizing the multiverse, which leads to all the different episodes that we see in What If. I'm sure I knew that at the time, but rereading that made it way cooler. What World Forge. He had created the deviants to eradicate Earth's apex predators and allow intelligent life. So for films that I don't think are too relevant to the multiverse saga, I'm really just looking at the hyperlinks to see if there's any type of term that might be relevant, but so far I feel like it does set up other things instead. Druid, Tiamat, Deviants, Icarus, Cersei, Gilgamesh, Crow, Eternals, Deviants, Chicago, Phastos, Ben, Jack, Makari, Unimind. Phastos proposes they channel their energy into Druid and form a Unimind so that he can take control of the Celestial and stop the emergence. So some type of like... Huh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be important. Avengers, Blip, Alaska, Tiamat. We know that's relevant for later on movies, but not relevant to the multiverse saga. But it is made of adamantium. Arishem arrives for judgment, and then in the post-credit scene, Whitman later returns to the museum, opens a case containing an ancient, enchanted sword that once belonged to his ancestors, but is caught off guard by a questioning voice. We know that's Blade. The Eternals on the Domo find out about Arishem's kidnapping several days later. Suddenly, Eros, Thanos' brother, and his troll companion Pip. I actually heard Harry Styles won't be returning as Eros, so I wonder if they're gonna recast, if they're ever gonna follow up on the storyline. Okay, that's it for Eternals. Do I have time? Maybe I have time for one more. I think Hawkeye should be easy. I don't think it's relevant to the timeline thing at all. Multiverse thing. Let's see, production. Oh, I'm gonna go to season 1. Let's see. Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Battle New York, Eleanor, Jack, bruh. Does this character come back at all? There's some shows that I haven't seen yet, but I forgot what the superhero's name is. But they use such a cool actor who plays Lalo Salamanca, and they did nothing with him. A Family of 10, Armand Third, Tracksuit Mafia, Bomb Their Way, Ronin's Sword, Clint Barton, Father Maya Lopez, Security Firm, Laura Blip, Elena, Natasha, Wilson Fisk, Rockefeller Center, Lucky, Laura's handed back her shield, issued Rolex, and the Ronin suit is set ablaze. Bishop struggles to come up with a superhero name for herself, leading Barton to suggest something. Okay. All right, I think that's it for Hawkeye. Cool. All right, we're going to continue this in some future stream. I wanted to make some progress on... Why is my stream deck not working? I wanted to make some progress on Expedition 33. Okay, so let me switch to console. Controller. Realized I should have logged in first. Shit. It's okay. I don't think anybody's in here. I could just scratch that part out later. All right. Elgato. Let me change categories. Cannot. Naming. It says I went offline. Did I actually? What? Saving the category goes offline? No way. That's so lame. Hang on, guys. I need to check on something. No. I'm still live. Huh, maybe it's a glitch in OBS. I don't know why it told me I went offline. Okay, I think I'm good. Alright. So we last beat the Axon, and we're gonna go talk to the camp, to our party members.
It's nothing. Just nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am, but we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
Sure.
You're always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Lune's intense and obsessed. Mael is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Why is that strange? I guess Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
Hot.
I guess that's true for me too.
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Friend's not the word I'd choose.
Life is easier when you think of death as a friend.
Is it? Or are you just dressing it up to manage your fear?
Does it matter? How you view things is up to you. Life continues either way.
It's an interesting philosophy. For someone so young.
True. I'm not quite as old as you. Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very long life?
Oh, how kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom. Can you, mention my wisdom to Minoko sometime?
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about Nevron feet and rocks. All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories tonight.
Oh, and here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
You mean like hunt Nevrons? What?
I'm waiting for you to connect the dots.
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent. When was the last time you seduced someone?
Not counting Minoko. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
Do you even need to ask?
Interesting. A weird place to flirt, but I guess when you're presented with death. Yale feels inspired. Creating attack. Hey, Doom. Okay. Relevant to our first segment of the stream.
I can't believe we're this close.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
Do you always take such copious notes?
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32. Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6, and I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
Neither of these options sound good.
Working with your parents.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
That reminds me of LeBron. All the LeBron memes where you're like, oh, LeBron's so goated, he made his own teammate with Bronny. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
See? That's how you ask questions. My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very
Renoir?
prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure
Paintress?
on their path.
They're both artists, and their daughter was the
You're an
paintress?
artist, then.
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning...
You're a
Music
murderer.
is my passion.
Oh, right.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar. You?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well. You know how to summon an instrument from pigtoes, right? Of course you do. Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Luna is intrigued by this facet of Verso, and Verso is excited to play music. 6? No, 5? Okay.
Still thinking about...
I wish Gustav was here.
What? Why do you get pissed off at that? He basically scoffed at that.
You okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thinking about Gustav.
Alright, his next reaction is going to be very telling.
Everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Death is not necessarily final.
What does that mean?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right? Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter in his research.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Try talking to him. I'm serious. It helps. Well, at least it helps me.
At least he's giving advice for how to cope with the grief.
I imagine what
I thought he was going to scoff again and try to redirect.
react to things. It helps me keep them alive in my mind.
I'll try that.
Skeptical about Verso's advice. She's not in the mood to talk, but also does not wish to be alone. Verso understands. He sits there with her in silence. Milo appreciates the silence they share.
You're finally here. We are. You ready? Yeah.
We're about to fight the Paintress, right? I think that's the next objective.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice.
Nuh-uh. You always cheat.
No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak?
Poor losers. Fine. duel. We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get our blood flowing.
All right. Get ready to lose.
Oh, sick. I think this is the first fight through a conversation. I don't know if there's like other opportunities prior, but well, it's cool. Get to attack again. Ooh, that was a lot. Oh, what? I thought I could. Dang it. My heal from that one, to be honest. I'm inverted, bro. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. I can do this. 134 health, that's nothing. I've been in worse positions. Alright, we just gotta be able to. Can I rematch this, please? That heal was so dumb. Rematch, please. Oh,
Once again, I am
damn it.
victorious.
Yeah, you walking hairball.
Verso, ever gracious in defeat.
Oh,
All right.
sweet. Okay. Better get your ass kicked, Minoka.
Here we go. You're outmatched.
God, regular attack does so much more. Dude, why can't I block that? Oh my god. Minoko's probably like the goated parry practice tool because he
All right.
turns into so many other enemies. Should I just like regular attack here? Oh, that does way more. Okay. Nice. Okay, can we... Low light damage. Very high light damage. Possible? Possible? Yes! Paradigm shift. We're on S right now. Oh god, I'm scared. Oh, okay. Blocked half of that.
You're outmatched.
7. It's not burning. We can't heal. Oh, damn it, please. Why can't I predict these?
You're outmatched.
B, where B? B. Assault 0 maybe?
Here we go.
God, please let me win this. Oh, well played, well played. Dang it.
Ha! One
Yeah.
verse.
All right.
I got this. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm.
Ready to strike.
Ah, 4 out of 6. Pretty good, pretty good.
Time to end this.
Okay. Think this one. Actually, no, I meant to do the top. Dang it. All good though. We got the parry off. I think he's gonna turn into the Stalact later. Yep. Why can't I get the first three? Please. I think we paradigm shift here. So low on AP. Ah. Maybe Radiant Slash? Can't do it. All good. Why do I always miss the last one? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I got this. I got this. Just water.
Yay, Verso. All right.
It's nothing. I've been through worse. One. Oh. Okay. Yep. 3 out of 4. I think we just keep doing this. The fastest way to increase our combo, to be honest. Nice. Okay, I think we can break him. We cannot break him. Whoa, okay, now we can break him. We don't have enough AP, that's fine. We have paradigm shift. Gives us 3 AP. Oh, dude, I always like prematurely press that. Okay, perfect break. Nice. Okay, we just gotta be able to block a couple more attacks. Okay, okay. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Wait, I'm no longer inverted. I'll heal.
Just try it.
Wow, I could have totally ended it there. There we go. Finally.
Aha! You, sir, have been defeated.
He brings up the score and he's actually keeping track. It says 3-1. I might have to fight him again.
You got lucky.
What was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
Okay. I'm glad he didn't keep tally.
Or I guess I'm
Because
right,
freaking Riku
since
in
I
Kingdom
said
Hearts
that.
did. And that pissed me off.
You have, and I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
So Ciel and Monoko are at 4. Lune and Mayala are 5? Reminded Monoko of some skills he had forgotten. Oh, okay, gradient. Dang, for a second I thought we were gonna have more tail or foots. Okay, Eskie, you have anything?
Me too.
Sorry.
Did you know Sorry was my first rock?
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clea instead.
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun.
Okay, no opportunities to bond with him. I don't think we have any new... No, we heard that get played. Face the paintress of the monolith. Right in the journal. Okay. I think I want to, at this point in time, I want to move forward and fight the paintress. So I will save any side content for maybe later. Alright. Is this still quite a ways before we get there, though?
We've done it.
We're really going to face the paintress.
And finally break this cycle.
That being said, someone here has been hiding a terrible secret from us.
What are you talking about?
You thought we'd never find out, didn't you? Nobody ever wondered what SGA was made of, did they? Well, SGA and I had a chat.
I'm sorry, Verse.
What?
She promised me sweet
What?
rocks.
Is that wine?
Is he a wine bag?
I stored my personal stash inside him. Oh, excellent vintages. I don't normally share, but I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
Mon ami. I told you to stop drinking alone.
To your great generosity.
Verso did seem taken aback, though. Maybe there is another secret he's hiding.
It comes with age.
Do you have apple juice?
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Weird. Alicia? Are they not seeing this right now? Or is he like too far away?
My beautiful sister doesn't need this ugly mask.
You embrace her, yet you're condemning her to die.
You brought him here.
I'm not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other. Who really is the one painting death, and who paints life instead? We exist and we will exist for as long as she wants. want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes we paint the bars of our own prison. Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you?
May everything be decided before their very eyes, between the bars of their prison, in the shadow of the monolith.
In the shadow of the monolith.
Still lost. Condemning her to die
Wow.
because we kill the
That drank
paintress,
too much
so they don't
last
have
night.
immortality anymore?
I can't remember a thing.
Is there nothing in between here and here?
Clean me out, mes amis.
You bunch of drunks.
Okay, here it is. It's time. I doubt she's the final villain though,
We
but
can finally reach the paintress.
Let's make sure we're well prepared beforehand. We still have a little bit of time.
no, we're doing this now. Before I end the stream in 24 minutes.
Mael, you should do the honors.
I forgot what the reason was, but what? Come again, why was there a barrier here? It was made by the paintress? Okay. Oh, 40.
40th Expedition. Gigi and Edmund were leading. They were on a clean glide to the monolith when they flew into some sort of barrier and just gommaged away.
Oh, okay.
Our gliders are useless without a way past the barrier. Bernard's going to explore on foot, see if there's an entrance. But in the meantime, we might as well make ourselves at home. I guess I'll try my hand at fishing. Assuming those sea nevrons left any fish for us to eat.
Barrier gommages people. Sure. Let's go, fighter. The monolith.
We can do this. For Gustav.
For all of them.
Trying to think, man. Will this be bad? If we kill her, people are no longer immortal. Wait, but then only the people on this island are immortal, right? Verso, Renoir, Alicia. Everyone else is affected by the Gomage. Oh my god, we still have a long way before we get there. I think. Oh. Is there anything we're missing? Nope. Okay. Actually, it's not that bad. Seemed a lot farther uphill. Alright, I'm curious. I wonder if there's gonna be some big story payoff after this. I hope it explains a lot more, because I am still lost narratively. Okay.
Here we go.
Doesn't seem to react.
Ready to strike.
Maybe a regular attack? Nullified.
Here's your card.
All nullified. Doesn't seem to react. Is there something I need to hit? Maybe? No, that doesn't do anything. Maybe just keep regular hitting?
Here's your card.
Oh.
Our attacks do nothing.
Okay.
I don't understand. The gradient attack should work. Wait, Mael.
I don't think this is...
Oh. Okay. Is there gonna be a crazy reveal here? Why am I getting chills?
No.
Wait, what? Okay, so she's Alicia. Oh wait, no. Are they all burning? Lune and CL too? What?
Everybody okay?
Follow her. Quickly.
What?
This might be our only chance.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
We are inside the monolith? What was that thing? Why did it help us inside?
Are you all right, Mael?
Up there. She's the paintress. She's up there.
What do you mean?
There.
I don't know, but I can sense the real paintress. Her heart is above us somewhere.
I guess we head up then.
Body there? Oh my god, how did I miss that? How am I missing that? Oh my god. Oh, I thought I parried that. The heck?
It's not on you.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Take your shot.
Water shot. Nice. Got the hang of it.
Here's your card.
Dang it.
Just
Come
try it.
on. Oh, ouch.
Your turn to dance.
Yes. Huge upgrade. Oh. The painting, the paintress.
first, though. What was that?
I don't know.
Fire. Again.
Fire? Let's take the beaten path. Off beaten path, I mean. That thing looks crazy. I missed. Okay, maybe we won't get to the active N2 by tonight. That's okay. I plan to stream again tomorrow. Oh. Nice. Yes.
It likes you. Here we go.
Okay. What? Where's the third one?
Interesting.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. That's where we were earlier. Hey, Marcel, what's up, man? Hey, thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary wishes. I appreciate it. Twitch just let me do that when I came in here. Yeah, I think I saw that earlier too when I set up my stream. I was actually going to do a segment on stream where I was going to react to old clips. I might save that for tomorrow. My main concern was like, oh, like I would just, if no one was in here, I would just be reacting to clips of myself. So I wanted to avoid that. How you doing, man? Dude, isn't it like 3:30 for you right now? Did you move? Oh, that'll be fun. I get you though. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could try it. I'm starting to do stream segments now, and it's not my favorite thing to do because when I do the segments and no one's really there, it does feel a little disheartening. But I'm trying to just muscle through and just do it anyways because I want to convert some of those segments into YouTube videos. Your sleep schedule is still broken, dude. Mine is too, not gonna lie. It got a little bit better, but I still feel like, I don't know, I'm just a night owl. Like I just like getting stuff done at night. I feel like that's when I can make the most progress and stuff that I want to do. But there was a day this weekend where I slept over at my girlfriend Amy's house, and because she's an early sleeper, I fell asleep early too. And I guess I can do it if I just have the right support. Oh my gosh. But I think I just prefer being a night owl. Have you played this game before?
Watch out, Minoko.
Oh, dude, I cannot time these. I kind of have to whisper too because it's pretty late at my house right now. Try not to make too much noise and be too loud. My window's open because it's really hot in my house too. But hopefully you can hear me just fine. I moved my mic a little bit closer after I watched a video about the good rule of thumb apparently is like if you do this and you put your thumb on your chin and if the pinky can hit the mic, then you're a good distance away. I think we just try for select punches, to be honest. Yeah, that's balance. You like being up in the night, but you like being up earlier too. Yeah, dude, I like both. Why do we need sleep? Why do humans need sleep? That's the most annoying thing about us. Yeah, let's get you out of here. Okay, come on, Minoko. Oh, please. The audio's good. I'm still trying to fix mine again. I was actually doing some test streams recently too. Oh, sick, dude. You planning to come back to streaming too? I am going to be there, man. Dude, why can't I time this?
Let's carve a path.
What do you plan to stream when you come back?
Just try it.
What? Oh my god. Oh, we have gradient attack, gradient attack. Come on. You can end this. That doesn't end it? What? That still doesn't end it?
Take your shot.
Okay. I'm glad that wasn't one hit KO. You really want to. You've been debating it for a long time, but I think I want to give it one big go so I don't regret it later on. It's better to try and not succeed than to just leave it in the wonder phase. Yeah, man, I am in complete agreement with you on that. You don't want to live life with regrets, so. I think when I initially quit streaming back in like 2023, I mean, there were other things going on in my life at the time, like namely my career that I was trying to figure out. And now that I have that sorted out, like it was always egging on me, like, oh man, I never really gave content creation like a really good go. And so that's kind of like what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, man, that would be cool if you came back. I feel like you and I have always bonded over content creation, Twitch streaming, games, and so if you do start to take content creation seriously, I'd love to, you know, learn together, help each other improve. But yeah, I also it's a hard balance because what initially inspired me to come back was just streaming to YouTube to Alvin and Frozen. I just found it really fun. So while I would like this to go somewhere in terms of like views and likes, I'm not like totally. I'm trying not to totally bank on that. Yeah, I'm just trying to strike a balance right now. Like, I think if I can just clear attacks, like the game. Holy. Sorry. Oh, 100%. It's been too long since we've talked consistently. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember while I was trying to figure out my career, we would often have little chats here and there on Discord. But yeah, I think you and like Frozen and Scratch, like I hope Scratch is doing well. I haven't seen her since I started streaming again, but yeah, I feel like that community, that little community that we had, like Tanny, Alvin and David that would come by, I felt like it's something that I missed. So I'm really happy to see your name again. And yeah. Oh dang, I think my dog needed to pee. Hang on. Let me. Sorry, I'm back. Oh. Wrong screen. Please tell me I was on the right screen this whole time. Please. The community aspect was my favorite part too, 100%, but I saw you streaming recently and got hyped. Also, I don't know if you saw, but Scratch is at mom now too, which is crazy. I did see that, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Time flies. I remember Scratch was really active in my chat when I was playing Breath of the Wild, and I think when I moved to Valorant, I think she would lurk, but she didn't participate as much. But yeah, I do follow her on TikTok and on my old Instagram before I deleted it. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I think, do you remember Dusty? I think Dusty graduated and also had a kid, but I remember he was like pursuing nursing at the time. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Ouch, that hurt. You forgot about Dusty? Yeah, Dusty didn't stop by too often in my streams. What? Ow. Oh, I can't even use skills right now. Okay, might as well use this. How's life though, myself? Like, I feel like we haven't had a really good conversation in the past 3 years. Everything okay with you? Why is this boss so hard? I mean, its name is literally in the title of the game. Performs a silencing combo. Oh, I couldn't get the last one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. How long does the silence last? Okay, can we just... Oh my god, that barely does anything. Okay, we still have the reserve team, so it's not too bad. Nice. Yes! All good, man. Let me know when you're back from the ad. You actually played Valorant recently after like 2 years, but still not your favorite game? Dang, is it? What do you think? What do you think it's missing? Because I feel like Valorant kind of died out for me too, but I don't think the game did anything wrong per se. It was mainly just everyone in my group, you know, my cousins, like we just stopped playing, and I feel like that was like the majority of the fun, right? Having like a squad to play with. As your life's been good, your brother ended up moving away to live with your dad at the end of last year and focus on himself. And your mom was diagnosed with seizure disorder last year, unfortunately, but we figured out the cause. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. For the seizure disorder, if you don't mind sharing, like, how did you guys, like, did that come about recently, or like were the symptoms something that you guys noticed even prior to that? I think I was originally gonna end the stream at 12:30, but I wasn't really expecting you to come in. So I'm gonna keep going until 1, just so we can chat a little bit longer. Vike. Ooh, nice. Wait, this is straight up a boss. Not enough AP. Ouch. Nice. Real threat. What's that do? You're good. End if you need to. Oh, but yeah, it was around January of last year, and she was in and out of the hospital for a couple months. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That sounds rough, man. I'm glad you guys are okay now. It seems like. And so like for the cause of this, is it something that she just has to avoid doing, or is it like some type of food that she needs to avoid, or like situations? It's all good, man. I want to go until 1. Yeah. Offensive. Let's go Shrift Stride. Okay. Okay, this is the one that goes up down the ground, right? Oh. Why can't I block this? I can only block the one that hits all 3 of us. Nice. Oh. Oh. Nice. Okay. Come on.
Careful. Building up chroma.
Wait, we have. Sorry, hang on. I'm like. Oh, dang it! Charges up. What do you mean? Okay. We have something that's perfect for this. Get rid of all shields. Unleash its full power? Why can't I block this? Yes. Oh my. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We still have the reserve team. Still have the reserve team. We're good. We're good. Get rid of this guy. Actually, can I hit this? Or is he blocking it? Oh, he is blocking it. Dang it.
It's not on you.
Yes. Okay, he's gone. For sure.
Bring it
Oh, it's too early. Oh my god, dude. I'd have to refight this thing. Do a gradient attack. Can we break, please? Yes. Oh, but he still gets his whole turn. Huh? Okay. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Insane parries. Insane parries. Come on. High dark damage, right? Yes! Let's go! Solo clutch, baby! Sorry, let me get to your messages. So the condition is super rare. She's a nurse, so there wasn't a lot of information that the doctors could provide, but she's thankfully been healthier since November. Yeah, dude, thank God. Again, dude, that sounds like such a tough situation to go through. I researched a ton, but it seems like it's related to age. She's 43 and entering menopause, but some women's seizure threshold actually drops when they enter the before period. Oh, wow, dude. I didn't know that. Dang. Yeah, it seems like with menopause, there's like a whole bunch of issues that could happen. Well, I'm glad everything seems to be sorted out, man. And everything else is good too. Yeah, that was an insane clutch. Have you played this game before? Okay. He saw all of this, I think. Alright. Let's move forward. I feel the end of the game. I think.
Again. Teaching her children to paint, huh?
So this is Verso's mom. Yeah, other than that, you've been good. Haven't yet, but your brother 100% it, so I watched him play a bit. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, dude, I heard really good things about this game. It was first Alvin, and then my other cousin David was also saying good things. And then my friend Leo, he also said good things. And then my manager at work also said it's freaking crazy. So I was like, okay, you know what? I need to hop on this. So Leo actually offered me a copy on the PS5. But he lent it to me back in March before I left for Japan. So I'm kind of lagging on returning this to him, but I don't think he really cares on when I return it to him, so. Wait, why did I do square? Dang it. Should have done this one. I think it can still break. Yep. Oh, I can never block this lightning guy. punches. High break in. No, that's the wrong person. That's the wrong guy. Okay, well, actually, that worked out. Because that guy does an insane amount of damage. Nice. Oh, Jesus.
I'm ready.
Alright, we're almost there. Just gotta... There you go. I did go to Japan. Yeah, I went to Japan this past April. You need to go to the future. That's your dream vacation personally. Dude, you would love it there, man. Like, you and I seem to love similar stuff. Yes, it has everything that we like. But yeah, like, I want to go back so bad. It's definitely a trip of a lifetime. Oh, man. Talking about it makes me miss it. Yeah, Japan is so cool. I've been lonely too, nobody to talk to, except I'm quite an adept conversationalist. Oh, more weapons. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll fight the merchant. The active turn-based combat is so clean, such a good game. Yeah, dude. I was so pleasantly surprised by that. Let's get Monaco to level up. Hopefully we can do this with 400 health. But yeah, like, I don't really play turn-based games. Oh, okay. Let's heal before we do that. But yeah, I don't typically play turn-based games. And so this was a pleasant surprise for me. Yeah, I like the quick time events. I like the parry windows. Like, I feel like everything about, like, they really designed it in a way where, like, they took out all the boring aspects of turn-based combat and made it so engaging. I feel like I don't know if other RPG games have already implemented what Expedition 33 did, but I would play so much more RPGs, turn-based RPGs, if this is how it was. Nice. Let's break his ass. Oh. Okay. Oh, we're on heavy? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, that didn't break me. Ow. Ow. Again. Why is that not breaking him? What? Dude, I might actually lose. I might actually lose. That's crazy. It's a heal here. Okay. Dang, I'm starting to miss the parries. Dude, this fake out, man. This fake out uppercuts. It's crazy. Can break. I see. Oh, it has high break damage, but it doesn't mean it can break. Oh, I got it. Got it, got it. There it is. I just can't read. That's all. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, it's really getting time to go to sleep, huh? Yeah, you'd love to see Pokemon or a property like it using this mechanic. I know, right? Pokemon with, like, can you imagine parrying with like a Charizard or something? Or like a Lucario? Dude, that would be sick, dude. It just bridges the gap between traditional turn-based and regular Souls-like. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, something I want to do after I finish this game is to really like do a retrospective and really appreciate the game and the devs. So I'm planning to like watch and react to like 3 videos about it. I feel like it's very easy to play a game and then just move on. So it's like my way to kind of like slow down. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm reading his moves. Yes. Oh, what a expensive ass pick though. Dispel the first negative status effect received and gain 2 AP. Sure, man. Okay. How much? We have 2 more minutes. Let's move up a little bit more and then call it a night soon. Hopefully we run into a flag. Yes, I see a flag. Whew, it's meant to be. Alright, we're gonna save here. Alright, y'all. Let me switch to chatting. Hey Marcel, thank you, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. It's always good to see your name. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Alvin, for stopping by. Sandfall has a documentary about it. I would highly recommend it. They go over everything from voice acting all the way to creating the combat system. Ooh, okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So once I finish this game, I'm definitely going to react to that. Thanks for the tip. But yeah, I am planning to stream a bit more tomorrow and Thursday and probably Friday as well. Yeah, I think I'm streaming the rest of the week actually. But yeah, after Friday's stream, I'm going straight to Spider-Man Brand New Day. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, man. Hopefully I get to see you tomorrow, Marcel. Yeah, dude. And I can't wait for you to stream so I can stop by and say hello too. So have a good night, man. Let's fix our sleep schedules together starting tonight. All right. Later.